Jason Arday, Professor Jason Arday, is dead. He committed suicide this afternoon, and I think it's worth talking about. It's worth talking about. This is how it was. This is how it was going to end. It was going to end in tragedy. It was going to end in tragedy because the wheels of the UK turned against the black man. The institutional wheels of the UK had a massive pylon. I've never seen it. I've never seen such a pylon onto one person before. And the risk was always going to be that he killed himself, and he did kill himself. He killed himself. He killed, and let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah. This was never about his competence. It was never ever about his competence or his fitness. It was never about that. His competence and fitness was always a proxy for his race. It was always about his race. It's like Arday was a black man, and a black man had no right to be a professor at Cambridge University. He had no right. And it was actually very interesting to see the speed at which Cambridge gave him up. They just gave him up. Yeah? The slightest bit of pressure from the Telegraph, who led the charge. The Telegraph led the charge. A little bit of pressure, and they just gave in. Oh well, we might as well give him up. Instead of standing behind him, throwing the weight of the institution behind him and saying, we're not going to accept your resignation. Yeah, we're going to stand behind you. We're going to stand behind you, and we're going to work this out. If Cambridge University had decided to stand behind their professor, none of this could have happened. He'd be alive today. He'd be alive today. The whole storm would blow over. But when you're black, you don't get, yeah, you don't get the trampoline underneath your feet. You don't get the cushioning. You don't get the soft landing. Yeah, you are last in, first out. Yeah, your existence is conditional. It's conditional. They don't really want you there. And while the sun is shining, they can accept you there. Whilst the sun is shining and everything is good, they can accept you there. And when there's the slightest bit of pressure, they start wobbling. They start wobbling. You know, I wonder how many academics, yeah, have somewhat inflated their achievements. Jason wouldn't be the first. That's okay. That's all right. But the pylon was extraordinary. I even saw it spreading to the United States. It's like, what are you talking about? Well, you don't even know what you're talking about, bro. And this whole thing about, DEI, that Jason was the face of DEI. DEI does not even... Black people are not even a part of that. Black people do not benefit from DEI. It's a massive joke. It's a massive joke. Black people are literally underrepresented everywhere. It's a massive joke that institutions like Cambridge, yeah, and the University of Manchester are putting these unqualified black people in high places. It's a massive joke. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. So they were happy to give him up. Yeah, the slightest bit of pressure, and they gave him up, and they threw him to the dogs. They threw him to the dogs. You know what really made me mad, actually? What made me mad about Arday was that he resigned. Why resign? You're in Cambridge. Why resign? I would have counseled him. I would have counseled him to fight to the bitter end. Fight to the bitter end. I am not resigning. I am not going. And he didn't. And when he resigned, that was him done. When he resigned, that was him done. He needed to fight to the bitter end. And he gave them what they wanted. He gave them what they wanted in that resignation. He should never have resigned. Never give these people what they want. Never give them what they want. So everybody piled on. He had no defenders. No defenders. Everybody piled on. Even The Guardian. The Guardian piled on. What a joke. What a joke. Black Lives Matter. It was just a fashion trend. It was just a moment. You know, you had the video, George Floyd being murdered, and you had lockdown and people were bored. You know, and people came out to march to break the lockdown. The corporations piled in. You know, they wanted a piece of the action for their corporate social responsibility. And you know, the sun shone on racial justice for just a moment. It shone. For 55 seconds, it shone. And then very quickly, of course, it was cloudy once again. Once again in the UK, it was cloudy once. For a moment, there was a reckoning. On the racists. For just a moment, there was a reckoning. And then as soon as that moment came, it was gone again. It was gone. And it was open season on black people. Open season. You know, the truth is, I thought Raheem Sterling would be the first one they would drive into the grave with their incessant negative coverage. That's who I thought it would be. I thought they'd kill Raheem Sterling. I mean, they have driven him to the edge, haven't they? They've driven him right to the edge. And I thought he would be the first to die. But no, it was Jason Arday. And people are going to wring their hands and move on quickly because we are disposable. I would have said to Jason, Jason, come home, brother, come home. Yeah, do a lecture tour. Do a lecture tour in the black communities of the UK. That's what I would have said. I'd have said to him, come to my side and lecture here. Yeah? Where the Telegraph and the Daily Mail can't get you. I'd have said, come home, brother. We need you home. Come home and lecture here. But, of course, he didn't. You know, I suppose when you are... When the wind is to your back, you never believe it can ever go wrong. And all of these people, your nice white friends, yeah, they say such nice things about you and you think you made it. And as soon as the wind turns, they're gone. They are gone. So I'm disappointed in Jason. I'm disappointed, brother. Brother, I'm disappointed. You should never have resigned. Ah, bless me. You should never have resigned. You certainly should never have taken your life. Oh, God, no. You should have come home. Come home to the black community where we would listen to you, we'd buy your book, we'd feed you. You can lecture here in the community centres. We'd buy you cups of tea and cake and feed you royally. And you'll do good amongst your own people, where we don't give you up. We don't throw you out like them folks throw you out and give you up. We have your back the way them folks will never have your back. Never have your back. Never have your back. So with that in mind, I just want to say, rest in peace, Jason. Rest in peace.